take pain, turn it into a masterpiece. Creativity, it's gonna hit like no other, because just the vibration of pain, if you can use it to create something, it's gonna blow up. To a service once, and a woman went up and they laid hands on her, and when she fell on the floor, she was wailing, like yelling and wailing and yelling and wailing and yelling and wailing, and everybody was a little confused. Okay, and the leader tells us, the crowd, he says, that's pain leaving her body. What you guys are hearing, the screaming that she's doing, that's the pain leaving her body. That's the pain from, years of tears, years of broken dreams, years of, I think she had some DV, some domestic violence issues and stuff. And he said that's all the pain that was in her. You guys hear it because it's leaving her. So what that service taught me, of course, back then and throughout my life as well, is pain cannot sit. Pain has to be used. It's not, I know it's kind of hard to explain. I'm going to really go into details about this with my mentee. Transmutation is going to be one of the pillars of the program. Whatever pain that you have within you, we're going to locate it and we're going to use it. When you see people in life who are struggling with anger, bitterness, resentment, jealousy, envy, anxiety, just disappointment, a lot of that is just pain that has sit within their spirit for so long, and it was never transmuted. Like, it never left. And of course, based on what I told you guys, that was pain leaving her body by the power of God, of course, because God can heal your wounds. And transmutation essentially is you can allow the pain to leave you also through a craft. That's why in the intro video, you guys saw that these people, I picked very specific people for that intro that I created. I thought long and hard about who I wanted to be in the slideshow for this video, because I wanted it to be symbolic. Michael Jackson, which was one of the first in the slideshow and probably one of my favorite entertainers of all time, he was aura, right? When it comes to aura, MJ was aura. He was, if men had an aura, it would be MJ, and for women, aura for women would be Aaliyah. Like, that's just, those people had such strong auras. Michael Jackson came from a household full of abuse, you guys. Full of abuse. I mean, getting beat down. Very bad household. And he was able to take that and put that into his music. Every bit of the pain he felt, he put it into his craft. And that's why he became one of the best entertainers of all time. Okay? When you look at people like Lana Del Rey, love Miss Lana, coming from a home, alcoholic father, abuse. She started using alcohol, I think, in middle school. Imagine being a middle schooler having an alcohol problem. That's somebody who had a rough life. But she put it into her music. She used her music to help her heal. So people like that tend to have very tender hearts because they don't let the pain sit and fester. They use it. It's transmutation. For me, if I'm feeling some type of pain or I'm feeling some type of residue or I'm feeling something, I always ask myself, okay, Mel, where can we place this? Where can we place this so that it can raise and trigger something positive in other souls and other people? And how can we heal from this? That's always my question, because I don't want my heart to change. And sometimes in life, you guys, you'll go through so much that you'll start to feel like you're changing. And there's nothing wrong with developing boundaries and caution and, not allowing yourself to be mistreated. That's different. But you can't stop being a good person, though, right? You can't allow the darkness to consume you where you stop being a good person. When you start feeling like you have to stop being a good person and you have to go over to the dark side and let the darkness consume you, that's when you really need to focus on transmuting, because the pain, you need to allow it to leave your body in some way. Some people, that's through working out. That's some people. There's a content creator that I follow. She was struggling with, I believe it was opioid addiction or something like that for many, many years. And when she finally got clean and gave that up, she fell in love with working out. Like, she became a total gym rat. It's like she healed in a way through the gym. That was a big part of her healing process. Of course, I'm sure prayer and God, help break the yokes, because God can break any yoke on you guys, by the way. The gym became a big part of her transformation. That's why it's so dear to her heart. Because when she couldn't take any drugs, she went to get a workout. That was what she used as a coping mechanism for staying clean. So I always tell people, the pain, put it somewhere. Find out where you can put it. Is it art? Is it singing? Is it instruments? Some people will say, oh, well, what about me, Mel? I'm so much older. Working out. What do you think I can do? Journal. Write to yourself. Write books. Many books. Write memoirs. But put it somewhere. Dance. Some of you guys can dance. There's no age group for dancing. Ladies, go take some ballet classes. Some beautiful ballet classes. Open ballet classes. Yoga classes. Find something or somewhere where you can place the pain. I use transmutation via creativity. I love to create. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love to create so much. Everything. I love to create my videos, my slideshows, classes, the website. I just love to create something out of nothing. It eases the pain for me. It helps me use my hands in a way where I can create something beautiful out of it. So you have to find a place to put it, you guys. The pain that you felt from your childhood, from your past relationships, from friends that have hurt you, betrayal, you have to put it somewhere. You do. Because those who place their pain somewhere and they use it in a craft, they become some of the best at whatever it is that they're putting to the forefront. So don't be afraid to find a hobby or a passion or something that you can do every day and get better at. Some of you guys, it can be making homemade lotion, making homemade oils, making homemade candles, homemade perfume. Some of you guys could be planting, buying a bunch of plants from Home Depot and, planting, things outside, drawing. Find a place to put it. Find something that you can release yourself. The pain cannot fester. The pain must be utilized. The pain cannot sit in one place. One of the people in the slideshow, who's actually super modern, I'm going to do the power of transmutation on him next, is Gunna. Gunna is a rapper, an American rapper who used to be a part of YSL. They had some type of issue where he wasn't a part of their gang or whatever it is, allegedly. And, he said, hey, I wasn't a part of that. And I guess they got angry because he got shorter time for saying he wasn't a part of it. And they basically blacklisted him. And all the rappers, like Drake, you guys all know Drake. Drake, like Future, allegedly, like Drake, like Future, like Metro Boomin, like, who is the other one? Like Young Thug. They all kind of blacklisted him. And that's why on his new album, he doesn't really have features with any rappers. The only feature with a rapper that he has is Offset, because all of the other rappers blacklisted him, or because of him not taking the fall or whatever. But that man put out an album, and I've never heard anything like it. He's a rapper. And I'm like, that's transmutation. They put you out, they left you out, they singled you out, fine. I'm going to put out a better album. I'm going to put out the best album I've ever put out. And this guy, when he went into jail, he was chubby, he was a little overweight. When he got out of jail, he's slimmer, he has a better body, he's more muscular, he's healthier. He talks about his health. He's always working out. He stopped drinking. He only drinks water. He put all the party favors away. Kind of just like what happened to Gucci Mane when he got out. Transmutation is understanding that life gave you a second chance, right? When someone goes to prison and they make it out alive, life gave them a second chance. Okay? And I'll talk about that in my testimony. I was supposed to be long gone a long time ago. A long time ago. So much so that I was even told that my parents should have had a funeral to plan for me around that time. I know that person that told me that is accurate because it's true. So when you get these chances in life, right? When you make it out and you survive and you get the chance, you don't waste it. If you were able to leave an abusive relationship and you made it out, and I know it's painful, I know it hurts, I know what the person did was terrible, you made it out. So think about that and use the pain from the situation to create something beautiful for yourself or for the world.